It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Falcons and the Panthers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. So good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Here we are, week 2 of the season. Greg, everybody has that hope. Let's get off to a good start. Well, these teams lost the opener. Now, in a pressure here in week 2.
Yeah, it really comes down to, Mike, it's a super simple concept. You just want to feel the sensation of winning. Just get your first win. Of course, they would have loved to start out week 1 in the win column, but now here...
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go from Charlotte. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. Leading them out, the quarterback out of North Carolina. Greg, it is Sam Howell.
If there was one thing that was clear right off the jump from our meeting last week, Mike, it was the fact that he shouldered almost all of the blame for last week's loss on himself. Remember what he called his 2 interceptions? He said those are inexcusable. But when you go back and really study the tape, not everything was his fault. Protection at times, spotty. The separation downfield of some of his playmakers, very inconsistent. And truthfully, I didn't love all of the play calls. They're going to have to be better as an entire offense for him to play better at the quarterback position.
And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Howell. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Howell. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Howell. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. The kick is perfect. Right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. I he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
He'll find his running back, White.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That one complete to Pierce. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Back to the air one more time. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. His kick is good. And the Panthers will tie the game at 3 apiece. Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll throw with Howell. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Cody Barton. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Here's a shot toward the end zone. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. 3rd down coming up. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. This one complete to Washington. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll run on second down. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down. Now it's Howe. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Howe. Now he takes off. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. Now a give up the middle. Not much happening there. Just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here's carry number 1 for Rachaad White. And this will be a Panthers first down as he gets this up to the 42. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That taken in by Connor Hayward. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. A gain there of 15. First down, Atlanta. Howell. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now give on the ground. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. It's been a game of field goals so far. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Howell. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
To throw is Howell. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. That's Washington, the man in motion. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up. Now, faking the give. This is caught at the 2. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. His first touchdown of the new campaign. The extra point is up and through. And the Falcons open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And that one drinks off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Panthers cut the deficit down to 1. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Their lead is just a point. They begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And this will be a Falcons 1st down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line. Here's Howell. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Howell out of the pistol. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll throw with Howell. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Hayward. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19.
They'll motion over Pierce. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a 1st down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Throwing is Howell. That is intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. Moody's extra point is good. The Panthers will open up a 6-point lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now it's Howell. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Falcons 1st down.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Washington. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. A run now on second down. He'll get this right to the 20-yard line. Tavondre Sweat there on the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try to get this one on the ground. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. No issues there. This one is good. And the Falcons will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Panthers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Open man downfield. It's Hawkinson. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
Back to the air one more time. And he's in. Touchdown, Carolina. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Panthers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Howell. That's complete to Watson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. To throw is Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell. That is caught by Washington. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start at Raymond James Stadium, an NFC South matchup between New Orleans and Tampa Bay. And it's the home team who are out in front. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. It's C.J. Stroud with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Check on the Patriots. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Bo Nix with a touchdown pass.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Here's a 2nd and 12. Now, faking the give. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Panthers. Moody's extra point is good. Panthers will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and Sam Howell heading back onto the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally they'll come up here 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line.
Defense.
Here's Howell. He'll run again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. They'll throw with Howell. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Falcons will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. On the give, it's White. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. His drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now a timeout called by the defense. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now it's Howe. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jones motioning here. Throwing is Howe. Quickly to the outside and complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. The throw on the run is complete. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll run on 2nd down. Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he'll move it out of harm's way. A gain of 3 up to the 4-yard line. Now a fair catch called for and taken, and that sets them up in outstanding field position. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is caught. What a throw. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Carolina. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Panthers are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Howell. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Howell. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got a man. That's Watson. Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now, a timeout called by the defense. Back to throw. Howell. This one complete to Higgins. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw yet again. This one complete to Washington. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Back to the air one more time. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught by Washington. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. That's Washington, the man in motion. Here's Howell. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's another shot from the 6. It's 2nd and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd, and he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The PAT, up and good. And the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. This brought him out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll throw with Howell, and for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And at this point in the game,
they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Handoff here, up the middle. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now this team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up 1st down. Now a give on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now this time they'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Jones motioning here. He'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this will remain a 2-possession game.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Second down, it's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. That's Washington, the man in motion. Right away, they'll set up Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's Washington, the man in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. To the air now on 1st and 10. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down. That's Washington, the man in motion. Throwing now on 1st and 10. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He's got it at the 7. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Stafford. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
A run now on 2nd down. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. And now here comes the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point is good, and the Falcons have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. Stafford now to throw on first down. That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Hawkinson. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. To the air again, Stafford. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a drive, Mike, when you need it the most. And their ability to move the ball down the field, it worked the clock perfectly. They come away with that late touchdown, and more than likely, barring...
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.